Hi, welcome to Power Brains. Welcome back once again. Now it's the time to learn very important, simple and powerful technique. I promise you this is going to be a turning point of your life. Whenever you want to refer number of books, whenever you want to remember a lot of content in your mind, whenever you are preparing for competitive exams, like sometimes what happen, same topic you may have to refer number of books. At the time this session is going to be very powerful. Once you understand and start applying in your life, really it will be very easy to remember. Let it be 10, 20, 100 books also easily you can remember. This module is going to be turning point of your life. Very few people in the world they know this method. Now let us start the journey. Before that, one request. In earlier sessions just you are listening and by using your mind you are doing. But this session we need your more active participation. Here something you have to write, something you have to say, something you have to do, some activity. So what you have to do is, please don't watch this program to know the things. Be actively participate. I repeat once again, participate actively. Hi friends. So what you have to do is, see that from the list, please keep all the items ready with you. Once you are ready, let us start the session. Please keep all these items. 1. You need pen. 2. White papers, A4 size, at least 10 sheets. 1 writing pad. 4. Color pencils or crayons. 5. Sketch pens. 6. Keep our study material or workbook. Next, 1 watch or alarm clock. Next, long size notebook, ruled notebook with minimum 31 lines in one page. Switch off the mobile phone. Yes, let us start the session. Are you ready with all the list of items? Now, I am going to give one test for you. Suppose if I give a topic and if I give 5 minutes time, how many pages you are going to write? The topic can be your favorite topic, the language can be your favorite language, but see that exactly within 5 minutes you should be able to write whatever you want. Are you ready to take the challenge? Now itself, come on, let's start do it. Please remember, time allowed is only 5 minutes. What you can do is, as soon as I start 5 to 0, after that you stop it for 5 minutes, take the sheet of paper and start writing down. After 5 minutes, once again start and let's check it out what's going to happen. Please do it. Without doing, don't come back. Alright? The topic is happiness. Come on, start writing down. Your time starts now. Hi, welcome back my friends. Have you completed the test? Now tell me, or you check it out, how many pages you might have completed? 10 pages, 15 pages, 5 pages? 3 pages? No. 2 pages? No. Yeah. I think you might have completed hardly 1 page or half a page, right? You may be wondering how it is possible to write 10 pages. Same question we have asked a number of times in our workshops. Even though hundreds and thousands of people are there, when we are given the task to write on happiness for 5 minutes, most of the people might have written half a page or 1 page. That means you may not be able to write 10 pages in 5 minutes, okay? And okay, you may not be able to write 10 pages in 5 minutes. What about information equivalent to 10 pages in 5 minutes? You will be happy? You want to learn the technique? Yes. Now let us start. We are going to share how you can write the information equivalent to 10 pages within 5 minutes. Wow, it's looking like a wonderful, no? Yes. Before starting the session, let me share one wonderful real thing which has happened. Once there was a boy called Edward Hugh. He was from England. Actually, when he was studying in 10th standard, that means equivalent to 10th standard, always he was getting only D and E grades. One good news was that he was not getting any F grades. The reason was there were no F grades in that school. Now, his dream was to become topper from Cambridge University. Then all the people start saying, "Hare, how it is possible? You are going to get only D and E grades. The person who is getting D and E grades in 10th standard, how can we expect to become topper from Cambridge University?" All the people started laughing at him when he shared his dream. Then he took it as a challenge. Then he has referred a lot of books and he started researching on the memory things. Then he started researching on the subject and he found out that scientists are the genius in the world. He got doubt how the scientists are able to remember. Then he has made a research on the scientists. Finally he found out scientists follow one wonderful method to remember the information in their mind. That wonderful genius method now you are going to learn. Before that, let me ask you one question, my friends. See that number of times you might have seen, like movie screen. Tell me, in the movie screen, whether horizontal portion is more or vertical portion is more? Obviously, your answer may be horizontal is more. What about television? Horizontal is more or vertical more? Obviously, your answer may be horizontal is more. Like in your classroom, board, whiteboard or blackboard, horizontal is more or vertical is more? Obviously, your answer may be horizontal is more. Yes, see that you might have seen the hoardings everywhere. Most of the places they keep horizontal more and vertical less. Now my question, why they keep horizontal more and vertical less? Do you have any answer? Okay, this question when I ask in workshop, we will get hundreds of answers. That will be a fun-filled session for 10 minutes. People will start giving different types of answers. Some people say area is big. Some people say looks beautiful. Some people say it is system. Some people say like this. Let me tell you, my friends, why they keep horizontal more and vertical less is your eyes are located in horizontal direction. That's why for your eyes, it is very easy to make eyeball movement in left to right or right to left. Suppose if it is anything in vertical, for eyes, it may create stress. Now, when everything is horizontal, why your notebooks are vertical? This is actually one design mistake. Before Britishers came to India, our education system was one of the best systems in the world. And when they want to conquer the country, they have sent one person to make the changes. The person was so-called Lord Macaulay. He roamed around the country and he has given one report to Queen of England. The report goes like this. Just look at the screen. The report goes like this. Lord Macaulay said following about India in 1835 in British Parliament. I have travelled across the length and breadth of India and I have not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such a wealth I have seen in this country. Such high moral values, people of such caliber that I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture. For if the Indians think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native self-culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. Have you seen? This was Lord Macaulay's report to the British Parliament. By following his recommendations, then they started implementing the education system in our India. When they want to implement this our education system, there was a big resistance from our Indians. Now see, our ancient scriptures, Talapatras and Tamrapatras, horizontally is more or vertical is more? Horizontally is more. Just refer any temples on stone scriptures, horizontally is more or vertical is more? Horizontally is more. See that our ancestors, they are having a wonderful knowledge about this one. That's why whatever our Indian system people started following, like a meditation, yoga. But one thing, Britishers, they did one thing is, they have introduced the English. They thought that by teaching English, they can dominate the country. But it has worked in reverse. English has become like a communication language. It brought unity between different language people. With that unity, they bounced back. When Britishers leaving the country, Lord Mountbatten said, if we had done any mistake means the teaching English to the Indians. For this, in future also, we have to face big problems. See that our Indians used English language as a weapon. Now, let us check it out, how you can write the notes by the keeping heading in the center and keeping the notes horizontal.
Voice of Earth. Voice of Earth. Practice allowing unlabeled sound.
Okay, Kailash, do you think our education system is not proper or not up to the mark?
Yes, before saying that, let me ask you one question. Do you know the meaning of education?
Of course, teaching us.
Okay, education means teaching us.
Yes,
No, my
we are
friend.
learning.
Education means, actually it has come from the word called educare. Means drawing out the energy within that person. Education is not about dumping the information on the head.
Oh,
Nowadays, education has become just like a dumping ground. Just students' brain has become like a dustbin. People are throwing the information on that one. It is not the education. In our earlier education, teachers were not forcing the children to learn the things. They were with love and affection. They were sharing the things. Suppose if you see in Mahabharata, Dronacharya came and asked Arjuna, you are interested in which field? He said, I am interested in archery. Then he started teaching him archery. Then he asked Bhima, he said, I am interested in Gadayuddha. Then he started teaching him Gada. Like that all the time. At the time, the people, whatever the field they were having interest, they used to work on that field. But nowadays, is it happening?
No.
People like something, they'll be studying something, at the end of the life or during the middle age, they'll feel frustrated. Sometimes they'll be leaving the profession and they're going to the field what they like. Actually, this is not education. Now let us discuss how the education has entered into India, what we are following now.
Voice of Earth. Voice of Earth. Practice allowing unlabeled sound.
The credit goes to Lord Macaulay, as we discussed. Let us see how the education had entered into India. Before that, Britishers implementing this education system in India, there was a heavy resistance from our Indian people to stop this education system.
Oh.
They know that this education system is going to create a lot of jealousy and envy between the people. The system itself is like that. See that lot of competition. The minute you join in the school, lot of comparison between two students.
Right.
Competition between two students.
Yes.
That means the basic love and affection is missing in the education
Missing.
system. Right?
Right.
Let us see how it has come. Long time back, there was one country called Persia. Of course, the country is not there. In the Persia, what happened? The king, there was a shortage of labor. Shortage of labor to work in his court and palace. What he got one day, one idea is, we can take the people from villages. He sent his soldiers. Soldiers, they have gone and picked up some innocent village people.
Oh.
They are bringing the people and they are beating them to work.
Oops.
With a fear, they started working. Some people were trained to work like a sweepers. Some people were trained to work like a barbers. Some people were forced to work like a washerman, gardeners. Then they started beating. With the fear, they started working. Then their efficiency has been increased. They thought, oh, that means if you make the person to fear,
Fear.
they can learn anything. The same system they have adopted in their military system also.
Oh.
What they used to do is they used to capture some people from the villages and taking the elders of the family and they are keeping them in the custody. They are saying that if you are not fighting, they will be killed, like a blackmail. Then they started grabbing all the soldiers. Then the soldiers started to come. Same thing Britishers also adopted in their military system.
Okay.
By following this, then they thought, why don't we apply same system in the schools?
Very bad.
See that now what's happening in the schools? The small child with so much of intelligence, so much of curiosity go to schools. As soon as go to school, the small child learns by doing the mistakes only. Have seen? She will be crawling. When she want to get up, 3 or 4 times she may fall down. But once again she learn how to stand up and she will start walking. But whereas in the schools, what they teach is, making mistake is a dangerous thing. For each mistake you are doing, they'll be keep on punishing. For each mistake, you'll be keep on punishing. Finally, after completion of 15 years of school and college education, your mind has been conditioned that doing mistake is wrong. That's why we don't want to take any risk. That's why I have seen the well-educated people, they cannot become good entrepreneurs. The people who are not studied in the schools, they are running the educational institutions. Because life itself is like this. More you do the mistakes, more you can learn. Tell me, can you learn the cycling without falling down?
No.
But in the schools, what they said, each mistake you will be punished.
Punished.
Yeah?
Right.
Now it has become to condition we don't want to take any risk. And people are forced to learn some things even though they are not learning, even though it is not useful for in their life. Now, let us not discuss much about the education system. We may or may not be able to change the system, but the way how we can learn, how we can remember that we can learn,
Yes.
right?
Right.
See that in our education system, as we're discussing about notes should be horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
In olden days, Tamrapatras and Talapatras, tell me, their horizontal portion was more or vertical portion was more? Horizontal portion was more. In temples, see that stone scriptures, horizontal portion was more and vertical was less.
Right.
Now let us see how to write the notes by keeping in horizontal position.
Kailash, do you think we have to write in horizontal position? Actually, everybody is following that vertical position.
I think you feel that they must be correct.
Yeah, they must be correct.
Let me tell you, my friends, for your regular class notes, you can start writing in a vertical. To do the revision, start writing the notes in horizontal. When it comes to you, you are thinking that when a lot of people are doing, it must be correct.
Right?
Yeah?
Right?
Please remember, my friends, popular doesn't mean that it is correct. I'll repeat once again, popular doesn't mean that it is correct. A lot of people in USA, they may be very successful people, but you don't know what is happening inside them. They may not be having wonderful relationship. And popular doesn't mean that it is correct. As I'm saying, a lot of people are having a habit of taking the liquors like a wine, whiskey, all this one, drinking habit. It doesn't mean that it is correct. A lot of people are having habit of smoking cigarettes. Since it is popular, it doesn't mean that it is correct. Lot of students, not only college days, even in school level itself, they started chewing the tobacco and all. It has become more popular. It doesn't mean that it is correct. Now, the media and the movies, most of the hit movies are becoming violent movies. They are becoming more popular nowadays. It doesn't mean that they are correct. A lot of people, so-called famous people, you are praising them for some time. After some time, they are going into jail. They are popular. It doesn't mean that they are correct.
They are not correct.
Lot of anti-social elements. They may be very popular. It doesn't mean that they are correct. Your grandma, she may be very lovely and care, and she may be teaching you a lot of things which are useful for your life. She may not be that much popular. It doesn't mean that she is wrong.
That's right.
Your mother may be preparing wonderful food for you. Some of your teachers may be helping a lot. They may be paying your school fees. They may be helping without getting any publicity. It doesn't mean that they are not correct. Popular doesn't mean that it is correct. Same the way. When I say about this method, people think it is not popular, why have to follow? Please apply, see that wonderful results are going to happen. Now let us see how to write the notes for revision purpose by keeping horizontally and heading in the center. Let us see.
Voice of Earth. Voice of Earth.
Now let us see how you can write the notes only with the keywords and keeping the paper horizontally and heading in the center. So easy method. Just see. First, please pay attention and understand how we are doing. To help you, we are displaying on the screen. Only my voice will come as a background voice. Please pay attention, see the image as well as listen and understand how we are doing. Now I am going to discuss about my happiness. Happiness, see that heading in the center. Happiness. Now from happiness, whenever I think about happiness, I think about workshops. Whenever I think about happiness, I think about workshops. I like workshop very much. Reason is, whenever I am in workshop, I don't feel like I am working, because my workshops are perfect blend of education, entertainment and energy. When I am conducting the 5 days workshop, all the 5 days will be full of fun, joy and interaction. A lot of people will be participating and sometimes jumping, sometimes with a full of joy. A lot of interaction will take place. And one more thing, at the end of the workshop, every person feel happy and they'll go. Sometimes even I have conducted workshop right from morning 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Still, I will never get tired. Physically I may tired, but mentally I will be very, very happy. So that's why I like workshop very much. I have been continuously conducting the workshop and the seminars. Yes, when I think about workshop, I think about first is Power Brains workshop. I like this one more workshop. It is very, very powerful workshop. The name itself implies that, so powerful. In the workshop, the 5 days Power Brains workshop will be dealing with how you can use the power of your brain. Why is in the program, a lot of students will be coming and they will become to know, they will aware of their inner potential and they will start using and implementing, and by the end of the Power Brain workshop, they will feel very, very happy and making me too very happy. Whenever I think about Power Brains, I think about students. Because most of my Power Brains workshop will be full of students. That's why I am conducting the workshop for the students. Whenever I think about students, why I am conducting for the students is nowadays most of the students, they are not aware about their power. They are thinking studies are difficult. Without awareness, they started using some rote study methods. They are unable to follow, that's why they are getting distracted. To make studies easy, we are conducting for students. Why is, when I am thinking about students, I feel very happy. I like students very much. Students, the points are, first when I think about students, I think about their energy levels. Whenever I conduct the workshop, you have to see the energy levels of the students. Even you may be knowing how energetic students will be. Suppose in the workshop, I will be saying, you are the power. All the students will raise their voice and say, we are the power. Same workshop, if I conduct for the adults, that much response we may not be getting. Because adults will be so serious. That energy levels I like from the students. And you know, when I am conducting for students, even I also feel like a student. That reduces my age. And whenever I think about students, one more thing I think about is happy and smiley faces. You might have seen, just see how the students, when they are coming from the college, when they are going to college with the smiley faces, they will be going and moving with the people, chatting with the people, so smiley faces. And whereas adults, you might have seen, you know how they go. Even if you go and observe on the streets, adults will be going like this. So serious. Why we have to be so serious in the life? You can be joyful still. You can be happy still. You can be successful. That's why I say, don't be serious, but be sincere. I'll repeat, don't be serious, but be sincere. So I like students. When I think about students, I think about their joyful and happy faces, smile. Whenever I think about students, I think about one more thing is colors. Just see that when I conduct the workshop, I'll see all the students, they come with the colorful dresses. If you want, you can check it out. Go to any college or school. Suppose if they don't have any uniform, how colorful dresses students will be wearing. Because colors makes a person happy. Can you imagine any only in black and white? No, it should be colorful. That's why I like the students. Whereas adults, when they want to wear the dress, they'll have only standard colors. They don't want to wear colorful dresses. They say, no, it is meant for students. No, my friend, even if you want to enjoy the life, you can start wearing colorful dresses. Nothing wrong in it. This is one chapter. Next, whenever I think about happiness, I think about my family. I like my family very much. So much. Of course, with the passion, with the workshops, I'll be moving here and there. But whenever I'm in my home, I always invest time with my family members. I like them very much. I'm very lucky that God has blessed with wonderful family. Whenever I think about family, I think about my mother. Whenever I think about my mother, because first, the idea of workshops and the content of workshop has come from her only. You know, whenever I think about mother, always we'll be discussing a lot of things in my house. Some people say argument, but I say it is not argument, it is a discussion. We'll be discussing. With the discussion, I get a lot of ideas to help the participants of the workshop. Whenever I think about mother, I think about traveling. She likes traveling very much. she'll be keep on traveling. You know, her age is around 73 years. Still, she goes alone for the traveling. She likes traveling very much. Even she can't stay in house for 1 month continuously. Next, whenever I think about happiness, I think about my best friend, Raji. Yes, my best friend. She is my wife. We'll be like a friends in our house, always with a jolly mood. Sometimes, no, you may be getting doubt. We don't fight. Yes, we'll be fighting. We'll be discussing. We'll be arguments, and still, we enjoy every bit of life. I don't know how the 12 years of marriage life has gone, just like that. And whenever I think about Raji, I think about her sincerity. Very, very sincere. Whatever the work she is doing, she will do with 100% sincerity. Anything I have seen. So sincere, if you engage any work, if she accepts, yes, I am going to do, she will do, come whatever may. So hard work she puts, and she sees that the work will be completed. That sincerity, I like her. And the sincerity in relations, sincerity in keeping up words. Whenever I think about Raji, I think about one more thing is cleanliness. She is interested in so much of cleanliness. Always she will be keeping our house very clean. When you come to our house, if the house is clean, neat and clean, the credit goes to Raji only. Because she will be keep on cleaning the house. Reason is, in our house 3 monkeys are there. The 3 monkeys will be keep on spoiling the house. We'll discuss about the monkeys afterwards. And whenever I think about Raji, I think about her love and care. She loves me very much. Even when I'm in outstations, always she will be inquiring about my health, about my food, and she will be reminding, oh, now it's the time already 10 o'clock, please go to sleep, don't wake up. Like that she will be keep on reminding me, and she takes a lot of care on my health, and she loves me very much. Now let us discuss about one more topic of my happiness. Whenever I think about happiness, I think about friends. Really, friendship is a wonderful boon. Friendship is a wonderful gift we got in the world. Of course, I'm having hundreds and thousands of friends. I believe in unconditional friendship. So, what happened? Whoever they're becoming friends, I will not be expecting anything from them. Just friendship, that's all. And whenever I think about friends, now I'm not going to discuss with a lot of friends, just let me discuss about few of them. First is Madhu. He is one of my best friends, and actually he is a friend from my college days. Whenever I think about Madhu, I think about his love and affection and care towards me. Whenever I think about Madhu, first I think about one name. There was a nickname in his college days. It was a Tarzan. Because when he joined the college, actually he was from one small village. He came to college just like a village guy. And he was having a hefty body, just like a Tarzan. And people used to call him like a Tarzan with his hairstyle and all. One more I remember about Madhu is one more nickname, Bodyguard. Yes, Bodyguard. You may be wondering, yes, actually he was a bodyguard for me during the college days. And always he was with me. During college days, if somebody was criticizing me or somebody has want to tease me, just he was going and hitting that people. He was fighting with the people. And that's why people were saying, suppose if I was going alone in the college campus, people used to say, Kailash, where is your bodyguard? That is the friendship. And one more thing, the best thing with Madhu is, every year he remembers my birthday. Even though we are staying in different states, every year he calls me. Even around 10 years back, I have seen, I was in a very remote place, even there were no telephones and all. However, he find out, he made call and he greeted me. That was a fantastic moment. Every year he sends greetings and he remembers my birthday. Whenever I think about friends, one more best friend is Damu. Damodar. Whenever I think about Damodar, I think about, actually he's one of my best friends, and almost 30 years of friendship. He is my school days friend. In school days, college days, after when we are unemployed, we are friend. After that, each part of the life, we have been a friendship. I like him very much. Each part of life, whenever I want to change direction, whenever I want to go for new decisions, just we'll be consulting. Actually, he is from very small village. He is from average family. With his skills and ability, he has become general manager in one construction company. When I think about Damu, I think about one wonderful quality with him is smile. He always carries that weapon, the smile. With the smile, he will be solving all the problems. And I have seen always he will be with a smiling face and he will be carrying out the work. And whenever I think about happiness in the friendship, I think about one more best person in my life is Murali Krishna. Whenever I think about Murali Krishna, I think about his cool and calm nature. Actually, his best friend I got. With him, lot of transformation happened in my life. Whenever I say to him, Murali, you have helped me a lot, he said, Kailash, you helped yourself. Of course, if I am conducting these workshops, means the credit goes to Murali Krishna. He has only helped to become a trainer. He found out the qualities in me. Really, I like him very much. Now, the friendship is over. Let us come to one more topic of my life. Whenever I think about happiness, I think about traveling. I like traveling very much. Whenever I think about traveling, I think about hill stations. Actually, I like traveling very much. I'll be keep on traveling. That's my passion. Always I'll be moving from this place to this place, this place to this place. Right from childhood, I was having a passion. That's why I selected a career like a trainer. Because in the training, we'll be moving from one place to another place. Because when you're traveling, your attitude itself, it will change. When you're traveling, we'll be meeting with a lot of people, different areas. We'll be aware with the different cultures. We'll be searching for new avenues. Every minute, we'll be alive. And you can taste different qualities of food. You can mingle with different types of people. And that's why I like travel very much. And whenever I think about travel, first I think about hill stations. I like hill stations very much. Because in hill stations, no pollution, no sound pollution, no vehicle pollution. So happy. The calmness of the hill stations, I like very much. Whenever I think about hill stations, first comes in my mind is Darjeeling. Darjeeling, which is in West Bengal, which is called as a Queen of the Hills. I like that place very much. Almost around 4 to 5 years I was near Darjeeling, and I used to go Darjeeling frequently. Very beautiful place. Actually in Darjeeling, just leave the town area, go out of the town, you can enjoy a lot. When I think about Darjeeling, first I think about Kanchenjunga, the world third highest peak. So beautiful peak. Wherever you are in Darjeeling, you can have the glimpses of Kanchenjunga. Especially when you wake up in early morning, around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, if you start looking at Kanchenjunga, first it will appear in a copper color. First the sun rays will fall on Kanchenjunga, it will appear in a copper color. Then slowly it turns into golden color. After some time, it will start twinkling like silver mountain. So beautiful view. I like it very much. Whenever I think about Darjeeling, one more point I like is the tea gardens. So beautiful tea gardens. The landscape is so beautiful. When you see the tea garden, I used to go and sit in the tea garden silently. So beautiful. It looks as if God has painted on holiday. Whenever I think about Darjeeling, I think about the lovely people of Darjeeling. So lovely and so friendly people. Even if you go to one taxi driver with a smiling face, he greets you. When you go to a hotel, they'll greet you with a smiling face. When you go to any bookshop, they'll greet you with a smiling face. Whereas I don't know, in Hyderabad and Bangalore, people are so serious. Even when they're walking on the road also, they'll be going so serious. Why? That's why I like Darjeeling very much. Whenever I think about hill stations, one more hill station I like is the Gangtok. Gangtok, which is capital of Sikkim. I like it very much. Such a beautiful place. One must visit in their lifetime. And whenever I think about Gangtok, the first thing I think about is Canggu Lake, or some people pronounce as a Sangu. So beautiful lake, which is located around 38 kilometers from Gangtok. The Canggu Lake, the beauty of that lake is, when you go in summer, it will be in a frozen condition. Exactly in a frozen condition, literally, you can walk on the lake. That is the beauty of the lake. And if you go after summer, that means after monsoon, just you can see lake is so beautiful with a crystal clear blue water. Even if you drop one coin, you can see how the coin is going inside. Such a beautiful place. And one more thing, whenever I think about Gangtok, I think about the roads, the dangerous and deadly roads. Really very dangerous. And you know why I like that roads is when you are going on the road, 100% you will be in the presence. Because roads are so narrow, and one side beautiful hillocks, one side beautiful valleys. In the valleys, Teesta river will be flowing. And roads are so narrow, sometimes the vehicle drivers take the turn like this. When this taking turn, we may feel as if we are falling down. You know, the roads, they don't have any parapet walls. No parapet. What happened? Suppose if he does the mistake, directly will be going down. Immediately will go up. Without any ticket and passport, will go. So deadly, dangerous roads. Whenever I think about traveling, other than hills, I like beaches. I like beaches very much. Even my children like beach very much, because when you go in beach, we'll forget the time. Just we'll be keep on playing with the water, we'll be keep on playing with the water, we'll be keep on playing with the water. Whenever I think about beaches, the best beach I remember I saw in my life is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So beautiful beach. Really we can say it is paradise on earth. So beautiful. Really excellent and nice beaches. So silent and calm, pollution free, beautiful beaches. Whenever I think about Andaman and Nicobar Islands, beaches, first I think about blue color water. Some of the islands near Andaman and Nicobar Island, you can see the crystal clear blue water. For kilometers together, just you can have a glance of very nice crystal clear blue water. One more point I remembered about when I am thinking about Andaman and Nicobar Islands is the beaches specialties, white color sands. In the beach will be full of white sand, so neat and clean. Even you can't find any polythene sheet. Actually they have banned polythene in some of the islands, so very nice. And we have been to some of the beaches, even for 3 to 4 kilometers, no person was there. Very nice beaches. And whenever I think about Andaman Nicobar Islands, I think about some of the beaches, beautiful girls in beaches. Really you can find beautiful girls from different countries coming there. You can enjoy the beauty of the girls. Next, now we are completed about the traveling. Now whenever I think about happiness, I think about food. I like food very much. Whenever I think about food, first preference goes to fruits. I like fruits very much. And you know why I prefer the fruits is They are very good for health, you may be knowing. And almost for 6 to 7 years, I have made fruits as my dinner. Actually, dinner, I don't take that cooked foods and all. Only I take fruits, because I came to know from nature treatment, when you take the fruits in evening, by 6 or 7 o'clock, the fruits will get digested within half an hour. So that after 8 o'clock, no work for your digestion system. So that after 8 till morning 6, no work for your body. Your body will have 100% rest, and in the morning you can work with regenerated energy. And whenever I think about fruits, first I think about the king of fruits. What is the king of the fruits? Yes, you are correct. It's mango. I like mangoes very much. Every summer we'll have hundreds of mangoes. You know, in the summer, our breakfast is mango, lunch mango, dinner also mango. Sometimes it goes like this. I like mangoes very much. And one more fruit I like is dates, black dates. Actually, they give the wonderful energy and without any side effects. Everywhere, wherever I am carrying, I'll carry the dates with me. Most of the time, my breakfast is dates. I like dates very much. And whenever I think about food, I think about hot food. Of course, I also eat hot food. Whenever I think about hot food, I think about masala dosa. I like masala dosa. Especially masala dosa from Bangalore hotels. They prepare very nicely. I like the masala dosa from Bangalore hotels. And one more hot item I like is dahi puri. I like dahi puri very much. Of course, eating some, not regularly, once in a while I like it. I like dahi puri very much. That too, dahi puri means from Hyderabad. They prepare very nicely. And whenever I think about food, I think about one more food is sweets. Even I like sweets very much. Whenever I think about sweets, I like Bengali sweets. I like Bengali sweets very much. The reason is I was around 4 to 5 years in West Bengal. There I am habited, and even now I love to take the Bengali foods. Especially only to eat sweets, I'll go to West Bengal and take Bengali sweets. I like very much. And whenever I think about sweets, one more sweet I like is gulab jamun. I like gulab jamun very much. And whenever I think about gulab jamun, I think about once again about my best friend Raji. She prepares very nicely, and whenever I start batting with the gulab jamun, at a time we'll be taking around 10 to 15 gulab jamun minimum. See that so much of information we fit into one single page. Reason is, here we have used only keywords. We have not used the sentences. That's why I was saying, my friends, whatever you are studying in your life, there is only 4 to 11% is content, remaining all is grammar, description. If you remember only roots of the subject, you can remember entire lesson very easily. Now see here, what we did is, we have taken only roots. With the roots, we started preparing like a one picture, image. That's why this method is called root visual method. I'll repeat, this method is called root visual method. In this root visual method, what we are doing is, we are taking the highlights or keywords of the paragraph and we start preparing. Now see here, this root visual method. Each branch represent one chapter. Like workshops. Suppose if it was my autobiography, see that how many chapters would be there? First chapter is about the workshops. Second chapter is about family. Third chapter is about friends. Next chapter is about traveling. Next chapter is about the food. See that each chapter, each other sub branches are there. Here each word represents one paragraph. Let us check it out in the first workshop. Now I am going to read the paragraph. Look on the screen. Just check it out. What's the keyword? Let me repeat. Whenever I think about happiness, I think about workshops. Whenever I think about workshops, I'll feel very happiness because the workshop make me so happy. And when I'm in the workshop, the energy levels will come up. Even I don't feel tired. Sometimes I conduct workshop right from morning 9 o'clock to till 9 o'clock. Even then, I physically am tired, but mentally I will not tired. And all the time I'll be in the workshop with the full of fun and joy and interesting and interactive sessions. And some people may be saying, Kailash, what are you doing to make the money? I say, no, I'm not at all doing anything. Why? You're not working? I say, I'm not working, just I'm enjoying. See that? You can ask any of my participants, they say, the workshop are full of fun and joy. See that? So many words. What's the keyword? Only workshop. Like this. This is called a root visual method. To do the root visual method, you have to follow some guidelines. First thing is, whenever you are studying, just go through the paragraph. Understand the paragraph first. After that, you start underlining some keywords. Only with the keywords, you will be writing the root visual method. You can prepare in 1 page or 2 page, or you can take bigger page. Advantage of this method is, whenever you want, you can insert some more objects, whereas it may not be possible in your traditional notes. And one more advantage, it is easy to revise without taking much time. Now let us discuss some more details about the root visual method.
Voice of Earth.
This is called the root visual method. As we explained, we are taking the roots of the paragraph, and with that we started preparing. For example, take the lesson of Ashoka. You might have heard the Ashoka lesson in history. As we said, there is only 4 to 11% is the content in theory subjects, remaining all is grammar and description. And one more thing also we discussed, they write in paragraphs. If you see the lesson of Ashoka, first paragraph may be dealing with the birth details of Ashoka. When he has born, where he has born, who are the parents, so all the birth details. Second paragraph may be, what are the qualities of Ashoka? The third paragraph may be, what are the battles and wars fought by Ashoka? Next paragraph may be, what was the important war or battle which turned his life, like a Kalinga war. Next paragraph may be, what are the effects of Kalinga war on his Ashoka's mind. Next paragraph may be, what are the works done by Ashoka. Next paragraph may be, what are the effects of Ashoka ruling in India. Like this, each paragraph will have some key content. Now your duty is, take the keywords, with the keywords start preparing root visual method. Before doing, actually you are not completed, it is only first step. Before how to do, let us check it out what is the power of this root visual method. Now what you can do is, we will be displaying on the screen the root visual method. Just glance through all the words. How you have to glance through it, don't by heart, don't mug up, just glance through it, like Kailash, workshops, power brains, students, energy, happy and smile, colors, like that. Just go through it, just check it out how much time it's going to take. Let us start, just see. Now tell me friends, how much time you have taken? If I am not, it may be hardly 2 to 3 minutes. Within 2 to 3 minutes you are able to glance and you are able to revise entire lesson. Imagine this happiness itself is lesson. See that means if you want to revise entire lesson within 2 to 3 minutes, you can revise by following this method. Whereas in traditional notes, lot of time goes on waste by going through all the unnecessary words like and, if, to, the, all these words. To do root visual method, let us check it out how to do root visual method. The guidelines. My dear friends, this is only first step of root visual method. Before going to next steps, what I request you is take a sheet of paper. Better is take preferably A4 size sheet of paper. You start practicing root visual method, first step. Because without learning first step, please don't go to second step. As we said, once again we'll repeat it. Keep the paper horizontally, use only keywords. The topic you can select by your own. Either it can be happiness, or best thing is what you can do is you can draw the root visual method about your family. Like family, one branch can be your father, his qualities, his qualifications, his works. Next branch can be your mom, her qualities. Next branch can be your grandpa or grandma. Next branch can be your sister. Or you can make combination of family and friends. Okay? Start doing. Once you do, at least spare some 5 minutes to do that. Then we will discuss some other points.
Voice of Earth. Voice of Earth. Voice of Earth.
Have I understand?
Yes, I understood.
This is called a root visual method. In this you can save a lot of time. Now first step is you are preparing the root visual method with the words. Now let us see one more method of preparing root visual method. Let us make a trial. You can also start doing. Second method is start preparing the root visual method only with pictures. Here you should not use any words. Right? For example, what you can do is you can start drawing the root visual method of your home. For example, it's about my home. See the small home heading like a small in the center. Drawing one branch. See that here on the branch the pictures are like a car, bike. That means it shows that it is my garage. Next branch, see that one table, chairs. So this branch represents my living room. See this side branch, small plants and one tree. That means it represents my garden. Next branch can be like a kitchen. Like this, what you can do is take a sheet of paper, start preparing root visual method only with the pictures. Same rules, heading in the center, draw one branch. Each branch represents some pictures. And don't become entire drawing of your house, just represent in pictures. This is one way of preparing root visual method.
Any another way we can do?
Yes. Now you are done the root visual method with words, only with words.
Yes.
Second is only with pictures.
Oh.
Now third, what you can do is you can do with a combination of words and pictures.
Words and pictures together.
This is for example sample of your school. In the school, small heading representing school, one branch. See the table and chair, it can be like a principal room, so that you can write on the top principal room. See the second branch, once again tables and chairs. So how you can understand? You can write like a staff room. One branch, see that some laboratory equipment, so you can write, you can represent in pictures as well as you can write a laboratory. Right? Like this, each branch you can start representing. My friends, take a break of few minutes. Start preparing root visual method with words and pictures combination, so that Start doing some dummy things, like you can take newspaper and start doing. Now let us discuss why the root visual method is very powerful. See that with root visual method, you will be able to revise lesson within 2 to 3 minutes. Number 1. Number 2 is, the root visual method is in the form of image, so that easily you can recollect the information. Let us see what is the disadvantage of regular notes, what you are following. In that regular notes, the biggest disadvantage is, whenever you want to revise, you have to go through all unnecessary words, almost which accounts 60 to 70% unnecessary words. So the time will be wasted. When you are remembering the regular notes, you have to read unnecessary stuff. That will be wastage of time. When you want to revise, you will be revising once again all unnecessary stuff. And one more thing for your brain, to do the link between one word to another word, all these unnecessary filler words, it will spoil your memory. That's why what happens when you are reading, there is no use of and, to, the for the brain. The brain cannot remember that filler words. Actually, connection between keywords will be interrupted by the filler words. So what we are doing is, in the root visual method, we are removing all unnecessary junk and we are taking only keywords, so that easily you will be able to revise.
Voice of Earth.
Can you give me some examples, some samples? How can we prepare lessons?
That means you want one sample from a real life lesson.
Exactly.
Okay? How to write or how to prepare a root visual method from a real lesson. Okay? Each paragraph contains some keywords. Your duty is, first you have to find out what are the keywords in that paragraph. First step.
Okay.
There is only 4 to 11% is the content in a subject.
Right.
We are going to pick up only that 4 to 11%. Just you can go through it. We'll be reading. Okay, what you can do is, Shruta, you can start reading that lesson. Okay?
Fine.
Just look at the screen.
The land gift mission started in 1951. That spring, there was a meeting of rural workers in Hyderabad, in an area where communist agitators were murdering landlords. Vinoba never uses money, so he decided to walk to this meeting, although he was some 300 miles away from where he lived. On the way, in every village through which he passed, he came face to face with the misery of landless peasants. When he reached Hyderabad, he went straight to village where communist violence was daily expected and appealed to the landlords. If you had 4 sons and a 5th son was born, he said, you would certainly give him a share of your land. Treat me as your 5th son and give me my share. The landlord's imagination were touched. Land was given and the land gift mission was born. In his 2 months in Hyderabad, Vinoba received nearly 12,000 acres in trust for the landless. The communists there had never regained their hold.
Voice of Earth.